For 2016, the Kawasaki KX250F is the least changed of all the 250Fs. In fact, it really hasn't changed at all. The only way you can tell the difference between the 2015 model and the 16 models is by the rear fenders. For 2016, it gets a green fender, where last year's it had a white fender. However, the KX250F has seen its fair share of updates over the recent years. Kawasaki instead focused all of its attention for 2016 on the KX450F, leaving the 250F pretty much all alone. Lucky for Kawasaki, the KX250F is already an outstanding motorcycle. Over the years, it's won our shootouts many times. It wasn't until 2 years ago, when Yamaha completely redid their YZ250F, that it took over our Cycle News 250F shootout throne. The KX, however, has finished second to the Yamaha the last 2 years. Even though it hasn't changed at all, the KX250F has many cool features. It's the only bike in its class that has adjustable foot pegs, and it has multi-way adjustable handlebars and handlebar mounts. It still utilizes an aluminum perimeter frame. It also has launch control and the plug-in fueling couplers. It also has Renthal aluminum handlebars and Showa single function fork, which uses a coil spring in one leg and all the dampening adjustments in the other leg. Last year, the KX250 got a fair amount of changes. Some of those included a new piston, a new exhaust, updated forks, and an oversized 270mm front disc brake. We recently got the chance to ride the 2016 KX250F, and just as we expected, it felt a lot like last year's bike. Well, in fact, it felt identical. But that's okay, because this bike is really good. It was good last year, and it's good this year. Of course, its standout feature is its motor. It has tons of power and a very, very usable power band. This bike makes good bottom end, but its strong point is from mid-range on up. It loves to be read, and it just puts out tons of power. Luckily, it has the chassis and the suspension to keep up with the motor. It's a good, solid handling machine, and it might not be the most stable or the most agile bike in its class, but it's pretty darn good and it can definitely get the job done. Overall, our first day on the 2016 KX250 didn't reveal any surprises. It's still the same great bike as it was last year. It's got a great motor with a broad power band that just anybody should be able to get used to very quickly. It also has good suspension, and it's a solid handling motorcycle. And like we said, it might not be the best handling bike out there, but it's pretty darn good. Again, we still like the KX250F, even though it hasn't been changed for 2016. It'll be interesting to see how the bike stacks up against some of the other bikes in its class that have been upgraded for 2016, like the Yamaha YZ250F, the Suzuki RMZ250, and the KTM and the Husky. So check back soon for our 2016 250F shootout in an upcoming issue of Cycle News magazine.